Good Monday afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Thanks for checking out this weather webcast. And hey, some much needed rain for some, but not nearly enough across much of central Illinois. And that rain has now moved off to the east. We're just left with some clouds and some sunshine trying to filter through the clouds out there. And temperatures are responding. This is a live look as we record this webcast close to the top of the hour at 3 o'clock. Head over to Uptown Normal. Same thing. Again, a lot of cloud cover with a few peaks of sunshine trying to poke on through. Pretty cloudy and hazy right now on our Farmers Insurance cam in Peoria as well. Let's flip over to Xvision and a live look, and you can see the rain now pushing off east of Interstate 57. Let's throw a loop on since late in the morning. Actually had a few showers in the early morning hours for portions of Peoria County, but nothing real substantial, unfortunately. And all of the bulk of the rain has been down in the southern counties, which actually isn't bad news. I'll show you why coming up in just a second. But you saw at least some light showers in counties like Mason, in Logan County, DeWitt County, southern McLean County, where you desperately need the rain. All right, here is the rain totals that we have seen so far. Let me zoom on in and show you the numbers that we have. Not real impressive, anywhere between a quarter to a half an inch, and in some areas picked up closer to 3/4 of an inch or higher in the central portions of Fulton County. But again, those were really the bulk of the numbers that we saw, and they were southwest of the Peoria area. And again, that system now continues to move off towards the east. Our rain chances are pretty much nil now for the next several days. Here is the regional radar and satellite perspective. And again, the clouds are still hanging on. Eventually, those will start to break apart. We're left with debris clouds from the storms that are down south. Some strong storms, in fact, down in southern portions of Missouri, now into Arkansas. And there's a few warnings issued with some of those storms that are pushing on through. We've hovered most of the day in the low 70s now, though, that we're drying out and the sun's trying to peek through a little bit. We're warming up in the low 80s here in Peoria and surrounding areas. It's 87 in Chicago, 81 in Des Moines, but cooler air out west. You can see out in Pierre, South Dakota, they're in the low 70s. Same thing in Minneapolis. And ignored Springfield, Missouri, they're at 66, but that is extremely rain-cooled air. Dew points, again, magic number is 60. Anything above that feels muggy. We are slightly above that, so it does feel a little bit on the humid side out there. But drier air just off to the west. You see 40s and 50s, so more comfortable conditions are on the way. Severe thunderstorm watch box is now in effect for much of the Tennessee River Valley. It extends over towards the Ozarks as well, into Arkansas, northern Mississippi, and western Tennessee. And again, the orange boxes, you see those are severe thunderstorm warnings as that line continues to progress down to the south. I mentioned the rain, and good to see at least some of the rain for some of our southern counties, because that's where you really need to see the rain. We all need the rain, but even need it more so south of the river. Where you can see counties shaded in yellow, considered in a moderate drought right now. All of Mason, Cass, Menard, Logan, and DeWitt counties are included in that. Tazewell and McLean, just the southern sliver of your counties, are included in the moderate drought. You go north of 74 in both counties, and you're not as bad, but still considered as an abnormally dry state. So again, most of our viewing area in much need of some rain. And it looks like we're going to be starving for it again this week. In fact, over the 5-day outlook, 0 chance for rain. We're looking extremely dry. And over the next 2 weeks, looking very bleak as well, where we should be averaging around 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches. We'll be lucky to possibly see up to 1 inch, and I think we're probably going to see less than that. I'm just trying to be a little bit optimistic. We're not going to see the rain this week and most of early next week. It'll probably come later in the week next week when we get our rain chances. And again, that's kind of out there, and a lot of things change. High pressure and control, that is what won't change this week. So we are going to keep things relatively dry as we head through the next several days. The nice thing, though, as long as we're going to be dry, we are going to be at least rather pleasant with a nice northwesterly flow of comfortable temperatures hanging through the region as we head through the midweek. In fact, our highs will remain into the upper 70s and right around 80, and humidity should be rather low. However, long-range pattern, once we get through this week and the dip in the jet stream, we will see warmer temperatures starting to build back in by the weekend. So kind of a carbon copy of what we had last week. Pleasant through the week, By the weekend, temperatures surge to the upper 80s and low 90s, and humidity will skyrocket as well. That'll do it for your weather webcast on this Monday afternoon. We'll have updates on our blog, also on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And if you're local to us, we invite you to join us for WMBD 31 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Have a great Monday.